We get to see shirtless Dean. Welcome back to Purple Nail Reviews. My name is Sharon, and today we're going to be watching Supernatural Season 1, Episode 6, Skin. So, just a disclaimer, I kind of watched these out of order because I just seen another reaction video from two people watching this episode, so I didn't really want to watch it for the third time within a week. So, now that it's been a while, I've been a bit busy with work, so not had a chance to record anything anyway. So I feel like it's out of my head and I'll go in with it a bit fresh eyes. And just a reminder, I will be talking about the entire show of Supernatural, so I might even talk about Season 15, Season 10, all those spoilers. So if you don't want to hear spoilers for the future, then this isn't the video for you, and come back when you've watched the show. Right, let's get into this. St. Louis. What a good song choice. It's such a good opening scene. I mean, you can barely see anything because of how dark it is, but that just adds to it because it's, just look at it, it's like you've just got those bursts of light, the laser pointers. It's definitely good direction, definitely good music, and that makeup with all the blood, brilliant. And here's fake Dean. I mean, when I first saw this episode, it was just like, okay, he's just there to rescue her, but he is covered in blood. What's going on here then? And then Mommy Curly, and another good song. This season is just amazing with good songs.
Sam wears women's underwear.
I'm listening, I'm just busy.
Isn't that you, Dean? Didn't you say that you tried on panties once?
Still keep in touch with your college buddies? What exactly do you tell them?
I tell him I'm on a road trip with my big brother.
It's true.
Some time off.
I'll see you lie to him.
No.
I mean, Sam and Dean don't really know the difference between lying and telling the truth most of the time. Especially when it comes to each other.
In a job like this, you can't get close to people, period.
I'm just thinking about all the people in the future that Dean is referring to, that they get close to and then they die. Dean's kind of right in a way, but it's no way to go through life.
Brother Zach. She says Zach's been charged with murder.
Dude, what kind of people are you hanging out with?
He's no killer.
Well, maybe you know Zach as well as he knows you.
It's kind of true. He does hang out with demons unknowingly.
But this does not... St. Louis is 400 miles behind us, Sam.
No, he's giving you the puppy dog eyes, Dean. You can't resist that. And he just blows right through that stop sign. I always think about that whenever I see this bit. And then it drives over America.
Dean, brother.
It's like, you're not going to introduce me?
We're here to help.
Do you guys want a beer or something?
Hey.
No thanks. So, tell us what happened.
He called 911 and the police, they showed up and they arrested him.
Why would they arrest him straight away? Normally, like,
It's from the security tape from across the street.
unless they already had suspicion that he was going to do it.
Now, we have to find a way to prove that he's innocent.
I'm gonna go get the keys.
Sam can get away with anything with those eyes, can't he?
I just don't think this is our kind of problem. 2 places at once. We've looked into
It's
less.
true, Dean.
You're sure this is okay?
Yeah. I am an officer of the law.
I do love Dean's look in this episode, his clothes. It's good.
So the neighbor's dog went psycho right around the time Zach's girlfriend was killed. So you think maybe this is our kind of problem? No, probably not.
Big brothers don't want to be
Just to
wrong.
make sure.
I know that all too well.
Security footage.
Ah, this girl coming out of the building, she's in that wishful thinking episode in season 4. And she's playing pretty much the same character. I'm just somebody's wife. Looking hot. But obviously she has a speaking role in season 4, not just an extra.
You said time of death was about 10:30.
Dean in red.
Our lawyers hired some kind of video expert. He says the tape.
Should I have bad decisions, anybody?
It wasn't tampered with.
Check this out.
Sam's good at noticing things like this. He's got a keen eye.
You know, a lot of cultures believe that a photograph can catch a glimpse of the soul.
Right.
Remember that dog that was freaking out? Maybe he saw this thing.
Benzine?
And there's the blood on the wall. Oh. I think that top makes it look even worse because of the colour of it. So it just looks even worse than it actually is because that looks like there could be some blood pattern on her top, but it's not. Oh, she does have a speaking role, I guess. Help me, help me. That must be so weird.
What are we doing here at 5:30 in the morning?
I realize something.
I'm not a morning person either,
They're
Dean.
going in, but not coming out. So there should be a trail to follow.
I don't know what we're doing here at 5:30 in the morning.
Dean always needs his coffee.
I was making me coffee. Blood. Somebody came this way.
There's always a clue. There's always an ambulance or a fire engine goes by and go, oh, something's happened that's related to our case. That trope, the TV tropes.
What happened?
He tried to kill his wife.
How did they know that? Surely that wouldn't be public knowledge already. Hey ho, whatever moves the plot along, I guess.
We got 2 attacks within blocks of each other. I'm guessing we got a shapeshifter prowling the neighborhood.
I think so too.
Let me ask you this. In all this shapeshifter lore, can any of them fly? The trail suddenly ends.
Well, there's another way to go. Down.
Sam's too tall to actually look down. That's why he didn't know.
The shapeshifter could be using the sewer system to get around.
And suddenly I feel like I'm back in Buffy and Angel.
Look at this.
Oh, this is the gross bit. It's our first major gross bit of Supernatural.
This is from his victims. You know, I just had a sick thought. Maybe it sheds.
Yes.
That's sick.
So no matter what kind of shapeshifter it is, there's one sure way to kill it.
Silver bullet to the heart.
That's right.
Where are you?
Nowhere near Zach's.
Busted Sam.
Well, look, Sam, just stop, because I really don't need your help anymore. He told me that there is no Detective Dean Winchester. Do you realize that that was a sealed crime scene? This could have just ruined Zach's case.
Beck, I'm sorry, but...
No, goodbye, Sam.
That's what happens when you don't tell the truth. And Dean's about to tell him, I think. As well.
I hate to say it, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. You lie to your friends because if they knew the real you, they'd be freaked. It'd be easier
if I was like you.
You may like it or not, we are not like other people.
It's true. I love the fact that Sam sat down there, so Dean's like taller, being the older brother, giving advice. It's good. It means that you don't have to put Jensen on an apple box. Or for Jared to squat. Didn't realise how long this episode takes to get going, really. Like, we are almost 20 minutes in and we don't have Dean disguised as, well, shapeshifter Dean yet, so... Ugh. More grossness.
They go close to its lair.
Why do you say that?
This is another puke-inducing vial next to your face.
Oh, God.
How could you not smell that? I guess it is the sewers.
For a while.
Oh, there he is. Bad luck, Sam.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, we need a son of a bitch counter. That guy's just walking by, not even realising that someone's just, you know, coming up about the sewer. Not suspicious at all, Sam. At least these people are freaked though. This guy's just running in an alley with a gun. And here he is, not Dean.
All right, let's get back to the car.
Yeah, and there's the reveal.
You got the keys?
Hey, didn't Dad once face a shapeshifter in San Antonio?
Sammy is smart.
That was Austin. It turned out not to be a shapeshifter. It was a thought form, a psychic projection. Remember?
How did he get this close so fast? Actually, we don't know how much time had passed. Oh, the ninja stars.
Don't move!
Never got to use them.
What are you doing?
It's me, all right?
No, I don't think so. Where's my brother?
You better shoot him.
Your shoulder was hurt.
Yeah, it's better.
You're not my brother.
Sam's smart, but oh my god, this...
Trigger then.
The amount of times that they've had to, like, they've pointed guns at each other when they're not being themselves, or they're not being, you know, actual Sam or actual Dean. It's kind of Chuck's thing of someone wanting to kill the other. and we kind of get into it early, where it looks like, you know, from the outside observer, it looks like Sam's about to shoot Dean. So I think, yeah, there's a lot of parallels that we get now from after the finale, and Chuck's plan for them, that I just can't not see them now that I watch these early episodes. It's like, here we have Sam, Dean fighting, one looking like they're going to kill the other, even though, you know, it's not actual Dean. So, yeah, it's just prepping us for the future.
Dude, you know me.
Don't.
Sam wasn't confident enough, so that's why he didn't pull the trigger. And he never wants to kill Dean, so it's the whole point of the show. They're not going to kill each other. Oh wait, not Dean. Poor Sam.
Where's Dean?
He's not worrying about himself, he's worrying about Dean.
I wouldn't worry about him. I'd worry about you.
Where is he?
You don't really want to know.
Why? He's just like, you know, 10 feet behind him.
I thought I came from a bad background.
What do you mean, learn?
Come on, Sam, keep up. We don't really see this much in the future. I think it just happens off camera.
He sure got issues with you. You got to go to college.
Yep.
I mean, I had to stay home. With
No,
Dad.
Dean,
You don't
not
think I
you.
had dreams of my own? But Dad needed me. Where the hell were you?
I wonder what dreams of his own they had. Was it he wanted to be a firefighter, or a rock star, or mechanic? I just wonder what they are. But yeah, it's the whole resentment thing that I touched on in other episodes. Dean kind of resents Sam for, you know, moving away from him, going to college, whereas he had to stay with a family business. So it's getting therapy for Sam, but not Dean, because this is not Dean. It's kind of Sam hears all of this stuff out of not Dean's mouth. I think I did that incorrectly. I'm like Cass. Out of Dean's mouth. But yeah, and I wonder if he actually believes any of it, or if he just thinks it's the shapeshifter.
I know I'm a freak. And sooner or later, everybody's gonna leave me.
Now that's the
What are you
Deanism.
talking about? You left. Hell, I did everything Dad asked me to, and he dished me too.
This is Sam realising what Dean's going through, even though it's not Dean.
But still, this life's not without its perks.
Stop quoting him now, please.
I hate the nicest people. Like little Becky.
He does villain very good, Jensen. Almost like a pentagram was seen him. That pattern, whatever it was.
You know, I thought, what the hell, I have to try.
I mean, how can you resist that face? If you have to shapeshift into anyone. There's our Dean.
Sam, and not that freak of nature.
Hey, what you Rebecca's looking like you.
Well, he's not stupid. He picked the handsome one.
You did? Yes, you did, Dean. Sorry, Sam. You are handsome too.
So you're saying
But I'm such a
that
Dean
there's
girl,
something
a
out
Jensen
there
girl,
that
so.
made itself look like my... What'd you call it?
A shapeshifter.
This shot's very, very beautifully
I mean,
lit.
look, you said it yourself. So maybe this thing was born human, but was different.
It's not kind of how we know shapeshifters in the future. Because obviously in season 6 we had the shapeshifter baby, and that kept shapeshifting. So I wonder if you know, shapeshifters develop their shapeshifting abilities at different ages. It's quite possible. Or maybe they just learn to control it when they're a kid and don't even realise that they're a shapeshifter until they're older. Who knows? We never really got into, you know, the really gritty detail of shapeshifters. We just know that Eve made them.
Didn't just look like you, he was you. I mean, maybe that's why.
Single layer Jensen. Thank you.
Maybe he needs to keep us alive. It's like a connection. I kind of understand him. He's all alone. He's like me.
Basically, yeah. I mean, monsters and supernatural can be good, or they can be evil, like this. you know, upbringing can be a big factor in that. So if he had a horrible family and he turns out like this, I guess, you know, that is a tiny reason he kills people. The other reason is he's probably just a psycho.
Just get the hell out of here.
Becca, just calm down.
Calm down.
What's wrong with you?
I'm calling the police.
Oh, he does such a good job of being a villain. Ugh.
But I gotta do what I gotta do.
Here we are. Not quite as good as music as at the beginning. Here's the moment lots of people have been waiting for. It starts off so well. We get to see shirtless Dean. That has been memed so many times, this bit. It started off so well and then they had to turn it gross. Oh. Do you have to keep showing the teeth? I mean, it is very impressive, like, prosthetics. Oh, wow. Forgot how absolutely disgusting and gross that was. I'm so glad they kind of dialed down the gross factor a little bit in later seasons. Just a little bit.
It's not even a good picture. It's good enough.
Do you want it to be a good picture? I can say that it is hard to draw. I tried drawing Jensen and some of my artwork.
At least we know.
Eek.
I didn't kill him.
Sam, the guy's walking around with my face, okay? It's a little personal. I want to find him.
The car?
I'm betting he drove over to Rebecca's.
The news said he fled on foot. I bet it's still parked there.
No, the thought of him driving my car.
Come on.
That's killing me.
Let it go.
Nah, Dean's not going to let that go. Because he murders anybody who steals his car.
I'd murder them all. There'd be torture first. It'd be like a lot of torture, and then it would end up with death. If I can't have it, nobody can.
As we see in this episode.
There she is.
There she is, yep.
Something went right tonight.
Put it too soon there, Dean.
Dean, stay out of the sewers alone. I mean it. Yeah. I'm sorry, Sam.
I just can't wait.
I know. Dean never listens to his little brother. I mean, in the future he does, but not early on. I would hate to have seen the budget of just the props and special effects and everything in this episode. The amount of
So say the shapeshifter
grossness
is
they
real.
have.
By the way, you know you're crazy.
Silver bullet to the heart.
You are crazy.
Oh, Sam. You should have tested her. Ugh.
Murdering the first, his own brother. Will be hunted the rest
It's never gonna happen. Dean will never kill Sam. Not in this universe, anyway.
I will be sorry to lose this skin. Your brother's got a lot of good qualities.
Yeah.
You should appreciate it more than you do.
Why would he do that? It's Sam could have easily just, you know, yeah, reached up and grabbed it. Or do that. So he underestimates Sam, maybe because Dean underestimates Sam.
Okay, little brother. You're not him.
Nope, he's not. Oh. Jared and Jensen must have had so much fun doing this scene.
I always kicked your ass.
Why would you kick his ass when you... No, you wouldn't kick his ass when you were younger. Unless you were just having like a little squabble over the Lucky Charms or something. But even then, Dean's will just do anything for his little brother. Oh, it's parallel to like season 4 when it's reversed and it's Sam on top. Not like that. Do not. No, not like that. I am not that kind of a shipper. I don't ship anyone. Oh. Dean's self-loathing parallel there. Killing himself. Here's some really bad green screen. I mean, it's not too bad. It's just the lighting's a bit... Yeah. No. Looks like a still image, actually. Yep. Take that, bag. You all know the meaning of that.
So this is what you do. You and your brother, you hunt down these kinds of things. Did Jessica know?
No, she didn't.
It must be lonely.
Anyway, what can I do? It's my family.
It's the only reason he's in it.
So what about your friend Zach?
Cops are blaming this Dean Winchester guy for Emily's murder. Yeah, Becca says Zach will be released soon.
Oh, lazy police just going, oh, yep, okay. It was him. And poor Dean. He's now on the radar of the police for just more than, you know, credit card scams. Now it's a murder.
I really wish things could be different, you know? I wish it could just be Joe College.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna miss it.
Miss what?
How many chances am I gonna have to see my own funeral?
More than you think. Awesome shot. There we have episode 6 of season 1, Skin. Now, I do enjoy watching that episode, but it was a little bit slower than I remembered it to be. It kind of halfway through there, I was just a bit like, okay. But it's still a really good episode. It kind of digs into Dean's psyche a little bit with the shapeshifter Dean. When he's talking to Sam a lot, so there's a lot of stuff that we actually get from this episode in terms of how Dean sees Sam and how he sees himself as well. And then obviously we have a plot of Dean being an outlaw introduced in this episode as well. So it's quite a big episode. Obviously new monster introduced with lore that kind of it's still relevant to the future and not really much changes from it. Like, you know, sometimes in season 1 the lore is different to season 10. So yeah, it's a good episode. I would probably rate it. I'll probably rate it higher than definitely better than I'd probably say I'll give it an 8.2. So it's like, yeah, I'd say 8.2. So it's not like amazing, brilliant, but it's better than things like Dead in the Water and Wendigo. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it an 8.2. Again, this episode had some amazing directing and cinematography in it. Beautiful shots, you know, can't fault them for that. It had some beautiful lighting moments and special effects in this episode were brilliant. It grossed me out more now than it did then, I think. I don't know why, but I think as soon as when I get older, I kind of more sensitive to gross stuff. Like, I can't watch the Pestilence episode of Supernatural now without literally doing this. Because, especially since COVID, where, you know, Pestilence sneezing all over the store and stuff, I'm just like, nope, I don't even want to hear it, So if I do reach that one on my YouTube channel, I'll probably be doing that. So yeah, grossness factor is up there. So yeah, but we do get a nice. We should have got the palette cleanser afterwards of Dean being shirtless instead of before, but obviously that's not gonna work. In fact, I used that shot of Dean being shirtless in my dissertation because I did do my dissertation about Buffy and Supernatural, and one aspect I talked about was the male body and how, you know, in media it always has to be good, you know, it always has to be quite muscly or, you know, or slim or whatever, you know, slim but muscular. And I used that and the Hell House episode of Sam and the Towel in my dissertation. So my female tutor said she liked it, so maybe that's why I got a good mark on it. Anyway, I hope I wasn't perving over Dean too much in this episode. I did have some thoughts in certain aspects, so yeah, Jensen's just too hot for words, so yeah. And Sam is just adorable in these episodes. He's like the cute one in early seasons. He transitions to being the hot one later on. But right now, because I think his age is kind of just cute and adorable. Well, I should probably stop talking about Jared Jensen's voice. So, next episode will be Footman. My hair will be different in that because I actually recorded it before this episode. So, you'll see this hair again in home. So, until then, I will see you next time.